Hey, we're back. I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We are exploring our past, looking forward to our future, and staying present, all while learning how to live magically.
What you like?
Today we talk about turkey legs and we talk about finding out who you are. That's what we talk about today.
I love it.
All right, let's jump into it. Here we go.
Hey, Dale. How you doing?
How are you?
Wow.
Oh, we're
You're
starting
not
off
suitable
great.
for a podcast.
I'm really not. Okay. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm nervous for today's episode. Can you tell?
I know you are nervous. Wait, can we do like a pre-episode nail check? What's happening with your nails?
Oh, they're like a peachy, pinky. They're kind of bright. They're pretty.
Yeah, they are beautiful. They're like pumpkin.
Do you
cheek.
remember what happened to my nails?
I didn't fully engage in the saga via social media, but
Okay.
I know that you got like a nail skin
So
problem.
I, for like a year, was having like scabs and like blisters on my fingers,
Yeah.
and I just like assumed it was eczema or something like that.
Yeah.
And so eventually I went and got an allergy test, and I switched from getting dip nails, and I go to a lady in my office, how convenient, and
Right.
she just does gel nails, and the reaction went away like right away, and it turns out I'm like allergic to like acrylics, or do you remember
No.
I became allergic to my eyelash extensions?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm allergic to all of that. But I was just like living with it for a year, like picking at my fingers. It hurt so bad, and I just like lived with it.
I wonder if you're allergic to the adhesive, since there's
there's
basically
certain-
super glue on
Yes,
your eyeball.
because do you remember? We're
Yes.
so off track right now. Do you remember when I had that thing removed in the back of my leg?
Yes, I do.
And I had to wear that big Band-Aid.
Yes.
But that was because the regular Band-Aid gave me a reaction, and now I have like 2 scars on my...
adhesive.
Yes. It all
get
makes
it.
sense. It just took years. Oh my gosh.
It
Okay,
all makes
so
sense.
how was your week?
My week was actually kind of crazy. I already told you, but we'll tell everybody else because it's
Okay.
kind of exciting
It
news.
is exciting.
I accidentally applied for a job and I got it.
Accidentally. It's a
Well,
job, but it's more of like a hobby.
Yeah, it's like a jobby.
A
I-
jobby.
It's a jobby. I'm going to be an activities coordinator for a retirement community here in Florida.
Okay, wait. When I come visit, can I like come with you? It sounds
I hope
so
so.
fun.
I hope that you'll come and do crafts with us.
Can I? Like, because I would.
Absolutely.
Oh, I am in.
I can't wait. And I don't know if I told you this, but they have a short bus.
Okay.
And I
can
get
take
to
them on
drive the
field-
bus.
Oh, you get to take them on field trips?
Yeah, so I
This
get
is
to
the
take
best
them on
thing
field trips.
ever.
I know, I can't wait. I'm gonna take them to Agave Azul, the bar that's nearby, and
I don't know
get
if that's allowed.
margaritas.
Are you sure that's allowed?
I mean, they can live their life, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I'm just...
They are okay. Wait, let me give a slight preface. These are adults who are aging in place. So they're on the whole spectrum of aging. Some of them are fully functional with it, drive their own
Okay.
car,
Okay.
can do their own thing.
Yeah.
Some of them are further progressed, but there's
Either-
a full spectrum of
So I'm excited for you, but also for me
Thanks.
to come and visit and hang out with you.
please come. I can't wait.
That is... Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is going to
I'm
really mess up
excited
your
and-
schedule.
Well, the good thing is we'll see how it works out, but they did say that they'll be flexible with me in the schedule because they know that I do, this and want to
Well-
also still mop.
And wash your car on Wednesdays.
Got to wash my car on Wednesdays. Anybody else? Wacky Wednesday? I don't know.
Well, that's only
Just me?
you. That is only you.
Price went up. Just became $8.
So you didn't get the subscription.
I didn't get a subscription. I haven't been to the car wash since you were here.
Well, in your planner, it says car wash on Wednesday.
I'm so off track. It's embarrassing.
Well, you better get on it.
I know. Thank you. What about you? What'd you do this week?
I actually did something. I know.
Wow, that's
Record
startling.
breaking. We went, there's a river up north called the Saco River, and we went tubing down this river. And
cool.
yeah, it's like really cool. They took you on like a bus, like with your tubes, and like they go up and then they drop you off and then you float down the river and then you end up at your car. And it was actually
That
really
is
funny.
awesome.
Hold on, I have to find it because I don't know exactly what it said, but it's on my phone. And there was a sign when we got there that says, "The Saco River is a natural river and is not an amusement ride created by Disney. Natural hazards exist."
Oh my gosh.
So we didn't run into any natural hazards, but it was really cool. It was like a lot lower because we've had like a heat wave here. So it was like pretty low at times. So like me and Angela, who's one of my best friends, we would get stuck like on the rocks, and we would make Kyle and her boyfriend, who's Kyle's brother, anyways, pull us like out, and they would have to like walk.
Oh my gosh!
We were like all of our tubes are attached. It was really fun. So we finally did
sounds
that.
Awesome.
Yeah, Kyle has been begging us to do this for like 3 years now, but it's something you have to like book in advance because they book up. So Angela and I booked it like a month and a half ago and surprised them, and they didn't know that we were going. So
that's so cute.
It was so fun. Yeah.
We have something similar here in Florida that I've heard of, but like I refuse on principle to go.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not going in the water here.
Alligators, that's a big no.
Alligators, snakes,
heck
bugs.
No. I don't know what's in your water, but we could see through our water. But even sometimes the grass was high and I was like, I'm not getting out. Anyways.
So like I would like to come visit and we'll do that.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Add it to the list. You have to do it in the summer though.
List. Well, right. I got that.
All right. So before we jump into today's episode, just want to give a shout out to all of our listeners. Thank you so much. And for all of you leaving reviews, please, next time you leave a review, leave your like Instagram username so we can like then reach out to you and we'll pick like a winner or not a winner. We'll pick somebody from each episode and give something away. Yeah. But I have a very nice review here that I would like to read from Jenny B.
Oh, I can't wait.
She says it's her new favorite podcast and she has been a fan of these women and their small businesses for years. It's so great to finally see them come together on this project. Their dynamic is absolutely amazing. Can't wait for future episodes.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. So thank you, Jenny. We really appreciate that. And we are excited for everybody to learn more about us as friends and individuals and not just small business owners. So we appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But again, leave your Instagram username there.
Let us shout you out.
Yeah. And Jenny, if you are listening, reach out so we can give you something. Probably a Pixie Lee & Co. gift card. For now.
I'm here for it.
Awesome. So, what are we doing today?
Well, I thought you would like give me some deets about the wedding. Really, why are we all listening here?
You're right. We're going wedding band shopping after this.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Kyle is meeting me here, and we're gonna. So in this studio is also our jeweler. We'll get into that.
Naturally.
Yeah, and so he's meeting me here, and we're gonna do some wedding band shopping. I already know what I want. Surprise, surprise.
What do you want? I don't know anything about your look for your band.
Well, I want something that like matches the band on my engagement ring, but I think we're gonna like add in a hidden Mickey, perhaps.
Of course you are.
I know. Well, I'll share more details if we get it done, because maybe I end up not liking that, so we'll see. But we're going wedding band shopping today. Kyle has no clue what he wants, so this could be a treat.
Does he even know what color he wants?
No.
Like gold, silver?
No.
Oh,
he knows nothing.
Great.
Except for that he does not want rose gold.
Well,
which, I mean, kind of makes sense, but I was like, we could match.
Yeah. Gotta start somewhere.
So that's pretty much all I got on the wedding planning since last time.
All right. Well, that's boring. So, I want to make it spicier. Is that okay?
Okay, let's do it.
I'm just wondering, it's not your first rodeo. This is your second wedding.
It is my second wedding.
What
can
you
topic.
Yeah, it's a little taboo, but that's why I'm asking the tough questions here on the Living Magically podcast.
Yes, this is my second wedding. I don't say that with pride. I
think you should, but maybe that's my takeaway.
Okay, well, I don't. This is my second wedding, and although it feels like the first, as if it is my first, it is not. I got married when I was very young. I was 21. One thing led to another. We grew apart. obviously we got divorced. And I mean, it's all, no ill will towards him. Wish him all the best. I know that he's remarried, and so happy for him. It's really
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's great. Again, no ill will. It was all just, it was meant to be this way, and that was just part of my my journey, right? And we ended up here.
Yeah. Oh
but yes,
God, it is.
It's the second wedding, but it feels like the first, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
But that's part of my story, I guess.
God, what?
Is it just like, yeah.
That was it. That was it.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I know. I'm sorry, because I'm going to put you on the spot with like the interesting questions.
No. It's okay, because I think there's probably somebody listening on here who maybe needs to hear something that I have to say or we have to say, and I am ready to share what I can about my life.
I think it's so true. Yeah. I think that people will appreciate your vulnerability. So
I will try my best.
So I'm going to pry you right open.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
So one thing that I think is really interesting about your story actually is that you were on like your first months on your own post D-word, post divorce. Like that's scary.
Yeah.
And that's right. I mean, that's basically when you and I became close, I would say.
I would definitely say that's when you and I became close. Yeah. So I mentioned in the podcast, like, well, so we're recording this and like that podcast had just released, which is why this comes to our mind. But yeah, so when I moved home, I was like, I'm not moving in with my parents. I'm going to move out and be on my own, which it's funny now because now when you say it like that, it is kind of like, wow. Because also like in the divorce, I also like lost a lot of friends as well because I was just kind of like full military life, and I made all these friends in the last 5 years, and those kind of just like went away with the divorce, just like, and also maybe life. Like I was now living a different life.
Sure.
So I'm kind of was like in the middle of like, I guess I was now finding myself and finding out who I was, but also like living life by myself, like at my apartment, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't have friends because I had you and I had my friends back home, but I was on my own. Yeah, I guess in that time I was literally finding who I was, but also was walking around feeling like I had the word divorce tattooed on my forehead, which
it's like wild to me, but
well, I still sometimes feel that way. Like I feel like people like, and I know that it's not true at all, and I know that most people don't even either know or remember, and so I need to like get that mindset out of my mind. But sometimes I do just like think that person's thinking that, even though nobody's actually thinking that. But I'm from a small town, and like small town drama, you know? I feel like there was somebody talking about it at a dinner date or something. You know what I mean?
You're right.
But I think
you're so right.
I think I took that time to like be on my own, and I actually like learned who Shelby was at that time,
and for the first time, I would say.
Yeah, because I was so young that I was you know, living life. I mean, I would say for somebody else, especially given his career, it was like we did what we could. Or I did everything to like support him. Well, I'm just trying to remember your timeline and where you were because you moved Washington last. Yeah, I came. Yeah, Washington is how I moved home. But I lived in Florida and then Alabama and then Virginia. And then I came home for a little while because he was deployed. And then I moved to Washington and then I moved on my own. So you were you were living for someone else. All over the place. I know. And I did all of that, by 24, 25? Yeah. And Cafe 47 was happening all in the background. Yes, because Cafe 47 started before we got married, like probably the year we got married. Yeah. But I knew you. Crazy. I knew you. I must have met you right after we got married. I remember we were friends on Facebook when you got married because I remember seeing pictures of your wedding with like giant sunflowers. Yes, sunflowers were involved. Yes. Yes. So I must have known you right as you got married. I'll have to ask Kate. Yeah, Kate would know. Kate would know. Well, actually, I knew Kate when I was like, yeah. That makes sense. What you said makes sense. Yeah. You knew me before then. Yes. But I know, I think I guess where was I going with that is, I mean, I think that's probably part of the reason why it didn't work out is because I didn't know who I was, and I was,
Yeah.
finding who I was and who I wanted to be. So,
Yeah.
I did it.
You did. It's incredible to me that you did it.
Well, thank you. And I guess there's somebody listening who maybe is going through that and thinks like that's going to be the end of the world. I can promise you it's not the end of the world. And while you think that you have divorce tattooed on your forehead, you don't. And,
no, you don't.
Or that everybody's watching you and everybody's judging you. They're not, even though I still sometimes think that they are. They're not. And your life's probably going to get a whole lot better. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I didn't have a good life before by any means. I'm a better version of me and myself, which obviously then gives me a better life.
You needed to be true to yourself.
Yes, this all goes back to
give yourself a better life.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
I can't believe it.
Right?
Doing a pod.
Doing a pod, sharing my life. Hope there's people on here that care. Again. Okay.
No, people care.
Okay, sorry.
I care.
Well, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We could have had this conversation on a phone call. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
We could have, but then we wouldn't have HOFO.
You're right. Pew pew. We gotta stop.
So, I know. Did you feel like I would have felt so scared to
do this
go
again.
off on my own? Like,
oh.
How'd you feel like moving home and like not? You said you made a choice not to move in with your parents.
Yeah.
Like, how'd you come around to like, I gotta just be brave?
Well, I think at that point it was like the only option. I mean, granted, yeah. I could move in with my parents, but I think a big part of moving in with a reason I didn't want to move in with my parents is like I already felt like a failure to them.
Which is crazy because you moved home and like you immediately got a job, right?
I did. Yeah, pretty quickly started working at the racetrack. But I still had Cafe 47 then is what I was mainly doing to pay the bills. And when we got divorced, it wasn't like I didn't have any debt or anything like that. Through that. So, but I didn't want to move in with my parents because I felt like a failure to them. And I know that they don't think that by any means.
No.
But it's still hard to, then go live there. So I wanted to be on my own. I don't know. Was I scared? Yeah, obviously. Because now I have to pay all my bills and do everything. And while I was pretty much like a housewife beforehand, while I now had to work, and also be by myself.
Yeah.
Be by myself. I had Bruin, but
yes,
I did take Bruin.
Yes, you did.
Duh.
Yeah, but Bruin's your bebe.
Oh my God, he's just the best.
He's just the cutest.
He is. Okay. So I had Bruin.
Fast forward.
Okay.
Fast forward.
I'm sorry.
I dug right into it with a knife. And now I would like to talk about happier things.
Okay.
You're planning a wedding.
I am.
With Kyle.
I know.
We freaking love him.
I do. He's the best.
I do too. He is the best.
He is.
But what's it like going through the process?
It's so funny because at first, before I met Kyle, I would have told you I did not want another wedding, would never do that again.
Yeah, I remember.
I was never afraid of getting married again, but I was definitely no, we're not having another wedding ever. And then I met Kyle and it would feel wrong to not have a wedding to celebrate us. It just makes sense. And I'm loving it. I didn't really think I was going to be full gung ho, let's plan a wedding. But I'm loving it. And I think this time around, like I said at the beginning, it feels like the first, but also, I feel terrible now, but my parents did do most of it the first time around. And now this time it's all me. And so I have all the say, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Not that my parent, my mom is the planner of all planners. So of course she wants to help, but,
of course
this one feels more me or us, Kyle and I, it all just makes more sense. So I don't have I don't know. It just feels like the first time. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, you're more in touch with who you are now.
Maybe
as a
that's what it
person.
is too. Yeah, is like I'm more myself, and I'm just like older and more mature, and it like I know what's
Yeah.
important in a wedding than when you were 21. Like we had almost 200 people. Now I'm like,
Did
let's
you
have
really?
40. Yeah, and now I'm like, let's have 40, and I don't. And I'm like, I'm trying to cut people from that. Obviously, it's too late now because we sent the save the
Right.
dates.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I haven't seen them, like, I don't want, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I have much different
Well, yeah, I mean,
priorities.
yeah,
You had a smaller wedding, too.
I did. I
Yeah.
think we had like 80 people, 70 people. Well, COVID happened. So like,
Yeah, but like, you were like
all
really
that?
close with all of, but again, yours was kind of like
Yeah.
a destination to everybody but you situation, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just
Yeah.
feels, I don't know. It feels the most, I've never been more certain of anything in my entire life. So, like, it's just
Okay,
easy.
that's disgusting.
Well, it's
What's-
true. Come on.
What's different this time around?
Well, I mean, not that I like wasn't happy before, because I don't want to say that I wasn't. I just think I was in a different mindset and I was much, much younger. Now
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, Kyle is my absolute best friend, and like, you know, he makes me a better person. I make him a better person. So there's just like no doubt in my mind that this is what it's supposed to be. So not that I had a doubt, I don't know how to explain it.
No,
But it just makes sense. I don't know. It just makes sense.
Just
I
makes
think
sense.
it's because I'm older.
I think it's because you're older.
And I think it's because I'm older, and I think it's because I understand more
Who you
now
are.
and who I am. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's true.
Well, okay, let's talk about you for a second. Maybe you
Gross.
can explain this in your situation. You met AJ in college.
Yes.
So, like, let's say you got married right out of college.
No.
Even if you were getting married to AJ, imagine, but you, like, didn't get married to AJ for, how long were you guys together?
I don't even know, like, a long time. Like, almost 10 years.
Yeah, before you guys got
Yeah.
married. But, like,
Yeah.
when you first met AJ, would you have seen, so you met him in college. Can we tell people?
I met
how
him in
you met
college.
Yeah.
Yeah. We met at Penn State on the rowing team.
We are.
Penn State.
Yes.
Very good. I'm so proud of you.
Nailed that.
You did nail that.
Okay, you're on the rowing team.
We were on the rowing team. I was a rower and he was a coxswain, which is like the little person in the front of the boat who yells, row,
Really?
row.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And so
I can see it. Sorry.
how do you not know? This is actually like great.
I think I knew this, but
You know he's like a tiny man.
well, I do.
Right. Okay, so my husband is short.
He's
He
so
just
cute.
is. He's so cute. And he used to be like, I don't know, for rowing season, like 120 pounds soaking wet. Like filthy
He
soaking
should have
wet.
been a
He was just
horse
so tiny.
jockey.
He was the size of a horse jockey, basically.
Yeah.
So every morning, this nugget would put on like a snowsuit and I would carry him into the boat.
What?
And like, yeah, and because he wasn't working out, he was just in the hole, like steering the boat. So he got freezing cold because it's like cold because I lived in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like winter.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're working out, pulling him around, but he's just sitting there being pulled around. So anyway, we met on a rowing team.
Oh my gosh.
I used to pull him around. Now I just boss him around.
I was gonna say, wow, the tables have turned there.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. Okay, but tell me, so when you met AJ, were you like, I'm gonna marry that man?
No.
When did you realize you were gonna marry him?
In Mexico. I actually can remember like the moment.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
you were on
Did
vacation.
you not know this?
You were on vacation together?
We were on vacation together. I had just graduated college. He's younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
He was still in school, but we were on the rowing team. We had like a race after graduation. And then my husband, now myself, Megan,
Your friend.
my friend Megan, our friend Kevin, not the one you know,
Oh, okay.
and another friend, Elise. We like all went to Mexico on a vacation, and it was so fun. But anyway,
Hold
we
on.
were, like, in the ocean.
Were you and AJ like a couple?
We were like very distinctly not a couple because I was a senior and like
Oh, okay,
graduating, and
okay,
I was
okay.
moving
Yep.
away to Michigan,
Yep.
and like we weren't going to be together, so
Makes sense.
we
Okay.
weren't going to be together. But like this was an all-inclusive resort, and like drinks were flowing. I love yous were said. And then it was like, oh my God, like this is my person. And then I decided like not to move to Detroit, and I stayed in state college, and
Oh my gosh.
the rest is history.
And it's just, you guys are literal couple goals.
Blah.
You are.
Thanks.
You are. Well, what I just said about like how I knew is like Kyle makes me a better person and I make him a better person. You guys do that to the extreme, I think, from an outsider.
Thanks. Yeah, I would agree with that. We do make each other better people. Especially he makes me like a million times better.
But right back, I mean, vice versa too. He does.
Thanks.
You do. I promise. I forget where I was going with this, but if you guys got married, like when you first, when you were, well, yes, you did. But when you were younger, versus like waiting, which I think was very smart. And you guys were never in a rush to like get married.
No.
Can't you see how it would be two totally different plannings?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because you probably didn't know. I mean, you were just out of college, so you didn't really know who you were either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, and that's 100%. That's why we waited so long to even like date in the first place, because it was my senior year. I wanted to like live out my life and like figure out, I don't know.
Yeah.
Live out my senior year. Like, party,
yeah.
Have a great time. Sure. I wasn't trying to have a boyfriend. So.
But it all obviously was meant to be the way it was meant to be. So
it worked out like the most perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most perfect way it ever could have.
You guys are the best. I can't wait for everybody to learn more about Courtney and AJ. They're like my favorite couple on the planet. Well, it's funny because like I feel like when people would meet you, they might think like this doesn't make sense, but it just makes sense. It makes sense. The most sense.
It does make the most sense.
Like I can't. Well, and it's funny to me because I never knew you without AJ, or I never knew AJ without Courtney. You know what I mean? Like because we met like as adults. So like you guys are just one to me. Anyways, we got off track.
Unit. I know.
Sorry.
I love it.
Sorry. Where were we? Anything
We're
else?
just talking all things weddings.
All things weddings. No. We're all things weddings. It's all good, dandy. I used to say like, well, this isn't my first time. And I just have to stop saying that. It's in the past, and the past is the past. And again,
cut it out.
And again, I don't have divorced written on my forehead, so I just have to get over it. And this is a whole different relationship, and I'm a whole different person.
You are.
So even like, even my bridal party this time, obviously, is you and 3 other friends. There's only one person that was also in my bridal party the first time. And I had like 8 people then, and I don't really talk to any of them. So like that right there tells you
crazy.
So, and like I didn't want a bachelorette party, you know this. And
Sorry.
My whole thing was like, I already did this, but isn't really fair because I didn't really have a bachelorette party the first time around. So
no,
it's just a whole different thing. I don't know.
We're going to have like the greatest bachelorette of all time. I think that I talked to your bachelorette party more than I talked to you.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Like I sent the picture of that dress. I sent it to you and I sent it to them at the same time. And all of them responded before you. And I was like, oh, okay. Shelby.
I was driving.
I'm just saying.
No. But see, that's another perfect example of like, I even now have just like the best people in my life.
I love that you think that.
Like, what is that supposed to mean?
I love that you think we're cool.
Oh my, you said that in a way. I'm like, I don't know. The way you said it was not, okay. I do have the best people in my life. But I'm just saying, like, you got what I meant.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't. Okay, whatever.
Maybe I didn't.
Okay. Anyways, all is well and good. I think the point here is if you're not stuck, you can start over at any time. And that you can start over with anything. Like if that's a relationship, or even like, heck, if you're
your
like
business.
a business, a career change in general.
A career change.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, I'm gonna go play with older
True.
adults.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. You had a business, the business and a career change all in one. But I more mean like if somebody's like in a toxic work environment, get out.
Yeah.
Or a friendship, toxic friendships, get out. Toxic relationships, get out. I don't care if your family's toxic, get out.
You just like don't have time.
You don't
can't have time for that.
Exactly. And if you just feel like you need to start over in something, start over.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of the world. It's probably going to end up a lot
Start
better.
it on over again.
So there's my story.
I liked it.
Did you
Thanks
like
for
it?
opening up.
No problem. I feel like I didn't do that great, but
I think you did.
is there
I'm
anything
glad
else that you wanted to know that I didn't touch on?
Yeah,
What?
there is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Well, I just hope I gave listeners, I guess, some perspective, maybe. Is perspective the word?
Yeah, insight.
Insight. But
Yeah, some insight.
I'm living my happily ever after now, you know?
You're finally like, you're not old, but you're finally of an age that you like have not like wisdom to impart, but you have like something to say.
Yeah, I've like lived
some life.
I've lived some life. Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Didn't go to college, but I lived some life.
Yes, you did.
All right, can we talk about some happier stuff here?
Yeah, let's talk about something magical.
Okay, let's do the magical part of the Living Magically podcast. Did you like that?
Okay. All
right, we're going to jump into some unpopular Disney opinions. I feel like we need a song. Unpopular. Oh my God. That's like I've seen Wicked once.
Yeah, I know it.
So, like, what's the song? I am popular. I'm unpopular. Disney opinions. Okay.
Wow, that was... We should really be hired by Broadway. Like, immediately.
You're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome.
I have some good ones here. Let's just jump right into it.
Yeah.
Dole Whip floats are gross.
Wait, are these your opinions
No.
or are these like user-submitted opinions?
User-submitted opinions. Should I have said who said it? No, I feel like I gotta hide some of these.
No, you gotta remain anonymity because
because some of these can get
people get dicey. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm back.
There you are. We're here.
That was weird. Okay. So we're back. Dole Whip floats are gross.
I can take them or leave them.
I can take them or leave them too, but I mean, I wouldn't say they're gross. How about I'd say they're overrated?
Yeah. Overrated.
Overrated.
Sure. Overrated.
Speaking of overrated, somebody says Rise of the Resistance is overrated.
Wrong.
Totally wrong.
They would be wrong.
I don't even like Star Wars, and that ride is incredible. So ride it again. I don't know. You missed something when you were on it the first time.
I literally, that ride, I can't even go on the pre-show without getting like borderline motion sick. But it's so good that I don't get motion sick. But
interesting.
It's that good.
It is so good. And again, I can't stand Star Wars. And it's just...
Yeah.
They have like actual like characters, on the ride. Like, I don't know.
Super immersive.
It's
so that person's wrong.
That person is very much so wrong.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom is kind of boring, far from, quote, the best park. You're nodding your head. I know. You don't care for Magic Kingdom. I am team Magic Kingdom. Okay, would you like Magic Kingdom more if it was easier to get to?
Yes.
Like if it wasn't the whole like parking situation.
A car, a plane, a train, a bus, a tram,
to try to get there.
Monorail. Yeah.
You would say Magic Kingdom is better than it is.
I would say it's better. But like...
But you want to like...
would also...
want a cocktail while you're walking around.
I want a cocktail while I'm walking around.
I feel you.
Really?
I mean, I don't feel you, but like, I get it.
I'm glad you understand me finally. Magic Kingdom is probably... Should we take a quick aside to rank the parks? Because Magic Kingdom is probably my number 4.
What?
Yeah.
Take that back.
No, I think it's my number 4.
All right. What's your number 1?
I think like right now... Well, Animal Kingdom's always my number 1.
I know it is.
I love Animal
Kingdom. So bizarre.
No, it's so awesome.
Okay.
You can like go next door and
my
see
number
a freaking
4.
Tiger.
It's my number 4.
Well, that's because you're boring.
Well, you just said Magic Kingdom's your number 4.
What's your number 1?
Magic Kingdom.
No, you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Magic Kingdom.
This is why we balance
It's literally called Magic Kingdom. It's like where the magic happens.
You're right. You're right, but it's like so many kiddie rides.
I like kids.
I mean, I get it, and I do too.
They
It's
have
not, I
roller
don't
coasters,
ride
and they have the People Mover.
They do. The People Mover is like my favorite ride.
Well, that
Yes.
doesn't really make sense because you just said Magic Kingdom is your fourth park. Fine. What's your number two?
Right now, Studios.
I agree.
It's like really, because Railway,
I love it.
love it.
I mean, I
Gotta have
still
it.
am like super mad that they got rid of Spectacle of
Right.
Lights.
Oh, yeah, same.
So like I still have like a grudge against Studios, but right now it's number 2.
yeah.
Epcot just like hasn't been doing it for me, so we'll put it at 3 for me. But I
Yeah.
think it's because of the like they decided to just like do construction on every single part of the park at the same time. Besides
All the
countries.
construction and all the festival. Like,
It's too many
not
festivals.
that festivals are bad, but it's just like a lot.
It is a lot. I totally agree.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So we ranked and we're like opposite, but the same.
The middle 2 are the same, but our first and fourth complete opposite.
Well,
What are you gonna do? Speaking of Magic Kingdom, though, somebody says Thunder Mountain is the worst.
wrong.
Do they not know that that's where you take the best selfies?
Yes.
That lighting up the hill
the
doesn't
lighting
get
up the
much
hill is
better
like the
than that.
perfect. You're so right. You taught me that.
We do. We have done that for so long. Okay, while we're ranking things, give me your 3 mountains: Space, Thunder, Splash, in order. Number 1.
Also, like R.I.P. Splash Mountain. But
Sorry if it was still Splash Mountain.
yeah,
You get it,
just
though.
Just saying.
You're right.
Big Thunder.
Number 1, always. I
Yeah.
totally agree. Number 2.
Yeah. I
I know you
No.
don't care for either.
don't really care for either. I don't want to get wet and I don't want to get decapitated. So
That's what Kyle thinks. He is like convinced that his head's gonna get chopped off on that ride.
it's like dark and low. And,
Anytime he's in line, he's like looking for people who are taller than him as if he is like ginormous. He's
Right.
not, and trying to make sure that there's somebody taller than him so that if their head gets
They get cut first.
Cut first.
He's smart.
Yeah. Okay, but it's probably Space
What's
Mountain
yours?
is number 2 for me, and then
Yeah.
Splash because I just like I don't want to get wet. Wet sneakers
Right.
count me out.
Yeah, same.
This one's pretty funny. I don't know your take on this. Pizza Planet had the best pizza.
No, that's true.
That is so true. I completely agree.
Yes.
Ooh, here's a very it's a good one. I love the new castle colors.
Mm,
I kind of feel the same way. Like
they're
okay.
It's like nice. Yeah.
But then I see pictures of the old castle and
Yeah.
I'm like, they could have just repainted it to give it a little oomph, but like
Yes.
it maybe didn't need to be pink and royal blue.
Yeah, they could have just like given her a little contour, some angles,
Yeah,
cleaned
and,
her
like,
up a bit.
They could have put the gold on there. Like they could have
Yeah,
made her a little more gold.
I agree. I don't hate it, but like I think
don't
it's a
love
moment
it.
we'll look back on and with regret.
I agree. Let's see. Lots of people with the nobody likes Dole Whips. Genie Plus has no master.
Oh my god. I agree with that because I don't get Genie Plus at all.
And the other one says Genie Plus doesn't grant any wishes. That's good. That is some good stuff. Genie Plus will only grant you wishes if you wake up at 7 a.m. And what kind of vacation is that?
Yeah.
And he can probably only grant you one wish. That's
Yeah.
my feelings on Genie Plus. Bring back fast passes. I don't know. But it's weird.
But there are some people who disagree. Like last night, Victoria was saying that she gets Genie Plus, and because she gets it, she can
So
like
maybe I
bang
don't
out
get it.
the whole park in 1 minute.
Did you ever go to Disneyland when they had their like fast pass system that was
No.
kind of like Genie Plus?
Never.
No, because I went. Ashton and I went. We went with a group of people, and it was so great. And the like at that time, I think it was probably like I don't know what they called it actually, but it was all on your
Max
phone.
Pass.
Max Pass, and it was just pretty much like Genie Plus, and we got to ride everything. And I don't know if it's because those parks are less busy, where
Yeah.
because Genie Plus, anytime I've tried it, like if you don't wake up at 7 a.m., you're not riding any good rides. But also
Right.
like and maybe it's because you and we're not really go to the park all day, all night people. We go to a park for like the short amount of time. So we want to do as much
Especially
as
in
we
the summer.
Yeah. So we want to do as much as we can in a short amount of time. And it just doesn't seem like that is feasible with Genie Plus.
Yeah, I agree.
Or again, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Victoria's right and we just don't know how to use it. So
Yeah, agree.
if you have Genie Plus tips, send them our way.
Please.
Fireworks don't give me any feels whatsoever.
Anymore.
And anymore.
Right?
No, that's not what this person said, but you're right.
Oh no, anymore.
Anymore. Happily ever after, full of feels.
Full of feels.
Full of feels. Enchantment.
I still haven't even seen it, so I can't comment, I guess. But like I have seen Epcot's Pity Party
And I have not seen
Cooper
that.
Popper, and I hate it. Yeah, it's
The churros aren't that good.
never had them.
I'm sorry, what?
I've never had a churro at Disneyland or Disney World.
Okay, Disney World churros are not that good. Disneyland
So I've heard.
churros, best ever.
Really?
Yes.
Like they live up to the hype?
Yes. And they have all these
Okay.
flavored ones. Disneyland has way better snacks than Disney World.
When are we going there?
I don't know. When do you want to go?
I don't know. Can we shoot a pod there?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm in. Ooh, you'll have a take on this. Starting in Canada is way better than starting in Mexico. What's your take?
It's like my hot take is like I did it yesterday and I liked it.
You started in Canada yesterday?
Yeah. Well, we had Le Cellier reservations.
Oh, ooh, jealous.
I know it was awesome because yesterday was Joey Fatone live.
That's why
So we
you
saw-
were there.
Yeah, we saw Joey Fatone and Chris
Oh,
Kirkpatrick.
duh.
It was awesome.
You just did not mention that on the pre-pod chat.
It was awesome.
That
I
is
loved
so
it.
good. Oh, I'm
And
jealous.
my favorite part, this is just like a funny little aside, because like one single human will know what I'm referencing, and for that person, I live. Do you ever watch The Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember that Chris Kirkpatrick was like a character on The Fairly Odd
I
Parents?
do not remember that.
He was Skip Skylark? Chip Skylark.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do know that.
And he sang this song, My Shiny Teeth in Me.
No, did he reference this last night?
My shiny teeth in me. Yeah, he sang it.
No, he
sang
didn't.
like the whole song.
But
from
Fairly
The
Odd Parents is like Nickelodeon.
I know, but I loved it.
That's pretty
I was
great.
like jamming in the front row,
That is-
100%
That's great.
living. But wait, what's your hot take? Mexico or Canada?
I, for some reason, think I always pretty much start in Canada.
No, you don't.
For some reason, I feel like I do.
Interesting. You're right, because like I remember going that way last time with the Lily Pulitzer.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I also like to park over in the boardwalk, come through that way.
true.
If you're doing the countries, that's the way to go.
You're right.
Okay, next hot take. This one's good, and it's a no-brainer. Do not like turkey legs.
Oh no,
That's disgusting.
it's disgusting.
Truly disgusting. And honestly, I feel like now with COVID, they should be illegal. They're-
gross.
I can't even. I don't even really want to fully discuss it anymore. It's
Thank
absolutely-
you. Yeah, I'm gonna gag.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Gross.
I hate meeting characters. It's so awkward. Happy to wave if I see them from a distance only. Oh,
I mean, like,
I kind of feel
Is it
bad.
awkward?
I mean, it is
Yes.
awkward. It's awkward when you really want to think about it.
it's not right.
But meh,
No,
I'm
but
here
like,
for it.
I just like to I commit and I try to think in line of like something that
Yes, you have
nobody
to be.
has ever asked them.
Yes,
Or like,
you have to be prepared going into it.
yeah,
You have to be prepared for what you're going to say
yeah,
and like how you're going to interact.
yeah. If you're
But-
prepared though, I think it's fun.
It can be a lot of fun, but I can also
Yeah.
understand why somebody wouldn't like characters.
Well, and sometimes they are not interested in like talking to adults at all.
That, and I bet it like we've had bad character experiences,
Yeah.
but I can imagine if that's like your first character experience is like a bad one,
done.
why you'd be kind of like, I'll just wave to you from a distance.
Yeah,
That-
agree.
you know what I mean?
Agree. I accept.
I accept that too. Let's see. I mean, lots of turkey legs.
Are you kidding?
People also agree that turkey legs are the worst.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who actually likes a turkey leg.
Also that, like, I'm surprised they're still selling them.
Yeah.
We said we were going to stop talking about them.
Oh my God.
Ooh, we have very... Oh my God.
Say it.
Someone said Gideon's isn't that great.
No, they're wrong.
They're 100% wrong.
They're wrong.
I have no words on this.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's just wrong. And maybe they're vegan.
Maybe they don't like sugar.
Like maybe they've never had Gideon's.
It's not, isn't, I mean, I hope they haven't had it.
I think probably they've just never had it. Because
yeah, because there's no chance that you ever would say that. Have you ever had that peanut butter ice coffee? Come
cold
on.
brew?
You would
So
never
good.
say. I've been thinking about trying to make it. Remember that last time we said that there was a recipe we were going to try it? I haven't done it yet, but I'll do it.
I think you can buy peanut butter syrup on Amazon.
I have one. I have peanut butter syrup, but remember it said to use peanut butter powder in the recipe.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Somebody says I don't like drinking around the world. I'm not a drinker, but...
I disagree.
Oh, here's a good one. Sorry. Did you have more to say on that? But
No, just like, sorry for your loss.
Peter Pan's flight is extremely overrated. Not worth the wait. Wrong? Wrong? Hold on. You think Peter Pan is like worth it? You think Peter Pan is worth it?
Yeah, I love Peter Pan. I think it's incredible. Dark ride.
What?
Yeah.
Give me a reason.
And I love the queue. The new updated
give
queue.
Me a reason. I need a...
It's like so cute. First of all, Ariel is like on it. So like shout out to my favorite princess. That's
why.
That little scene where she is.
That's why.
You fly in the air. I like it from an Imagineering perspective. Like back in the day, you're telling me people didn't poop their pants on that?
Yeah, back in the day. Can we give it... You don't think it needs a revamp?
Could it be better? Yes. Do I want them to make it into like a bunch of digital screens? No.
Okay, I don't want it digital screens either, but like, why is the wait always over an hour for that? The ride is 3 seconds long. There's zero. It's constantly moving. How is the line that long all the time?
It's overrated, but it's like also not overrated. I don't know.
All right,
next time. You don't.
Next time I'm there, we're going to see if Genie can grant us a wish.
Yeah.
So we don't have to wait in line.
Yeah.
We're going to go on Peter Pan together, and you're going to explain to me why it's not overrated.
Okay. Done. I'll do it.
Ooh, this is harsh. Beach Club is overrated as a hotel. Pool is nice. Ice cream is good, but hated my stay there.
Oh.
We stayed...
I love the Beach Club.
Yeah. Well, we actually stayed at like the Yacht Club, right? Last time?
We stayed at the Yacht Club.
But it's pretty much the same thing. And we loved it.
Yeah, we loved it.
I mean, I would say the pool is more than nice. That pool is amazing.
The pool is amazing. And I've stayed there also on points for DVC.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. The DVC rooms are phenomenal. And they're like Ariel themed. So they're really cute.
Well, even the one we stayed at, it wasn't like that. And it was still...
Our Yacht Club room was like pristine.
It was
I loved
so
it.
good.
It felt very clean and like nice.
Yeah, I love that resort.
I wonder what their issue was with their stay.
I know. I almost want to tell them to try again.
Yeah, because I also don't find that resort to be like particularly spread out.
I don't either.
So I don't know, and it's close to a park.
Agree. That
so I don't know. Like,
I hope that person will try again because
Me too.
Or maybe try Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Okay, one last one.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick a good one.
Oh boy.
Unless you have one.
I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll stick on the topic of resorts and somebody actually who we know. I'm calling her out. Carrie says Grand Floridian is overrated. I know, but I'm going to be honest. I kind of agree.
See, my DVC points are at the Floridian.
Okay.
That's my home resort.
Yeah.
And the DVC part of the Floridian
so
is gorgeous.
Maybe I don't know. I've never actually stayed there. I just feel like it's it's definitely like you have to have the taste for it, where it's like older.
Yeah.
I've seen like videos of the new parts and it looks amazing. And you can
Yeah.
walk. Technically, it's not as short of a walk as the Contemporary, but it's a walk to Magic Kingdom, and
Now
I
it
love
is.
a walk to Magic Kingdom. And they have
Yeah,
that
me
restaurant
too.
that we ate at.
Narcoossee's.
Oh, so good. Actually, they
Yeah,
have two
so good.
restaurants that we ate at.
Where else did we eat? Oh, Citricos.
It's so good. Both.
So
So
good.
good.
Yeah.
And I've had
agree.
breakfast at. They have a lot of good restaurants, actually.
Yeah.
Now that I'm talking about them. What's the breakfast
Yeah.
place? Clearly, I know no Disney knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Park Fair
Yes, I had breakfast there.
with characters?
It was COVID, no characters yet, but
Oh, then it wasn't Park Fair. Park Fair's still not open, I don't think.
oh, well,
The Grand Floridian Cafe.
I don't think it was that.
Oh,
Well, forget I said anything, but they had good breakfast somewhere at the Grand Floridian.
Nice.
And I love when they have the gingerbread houses.
oh yeah.
That's the best. So,
It is the best.
sorry, Carrie, but Grand Floridian is not overrated.
Well, I think that you and I would agree, though, that like pre-renovated Grand Floridian might be a little overrated.
Agreed.
It needed the facelift.
Yes, especially because like the price point that you're going to pay for the Grand Floridian is going to be high.
Yes. Yes.
So I agree.
Agree.
Awesome. Well, that was a good chat.
It was a good chat.
Went from meh to yay.
Oh, that's magical. That's living magically.
We learned how to live magically all within 45
did.
minutes.
I love it.
Crushed it. Awesome. You have anything else today?
I don't think so.
Great. Me
What's
either.
your takeaway?
We do that after the podcast.
Oh. Wow. Sorry. Cut. Reverse. Flip it out.
All
Oh
right.
my gosh.
Great. We'll chat next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.